So
that'll teach us.
yeah. So
Can you hear us?
Can
No,
you?
We can't, guys.
I can hear
We
you.
can't hear you since the meeting
Okay,
started.
Josh can hear me. So
Go check now.
can you,
Is Ron
Mary,
here?
can you hear us?
No, Ron's not here.
All right, Mary can hear us. So
Okay, we're in.
I just finished the meeting by myself. So we're gonna do it all over again.
Right.
And this time we'll include you. So
That little red microphone with the X through it in the corner means you're muted. So,
see, I don't have one, so I thought I was good.
well, yeah, not anymore. You did a minute ago.
So for the second time, we're going to go ahead and call the legislative session for the Board of County Commissioners to order for Tuesday, September 1st. Let the record reflect that we have all three commissioners present. We have no by-leave items, or we have no public hearing items for today. We do have one by-leave number 3, which is a resolution to award bid for construction services for Spokane County Mental Health Crisis Stabilization Facility, project number P like in Peter 11752. So I look to my fellow commissioners for direction.
All right, Mr. Chair, let me pull up the agenda. Mr. Chair, move to approve items 1 and 2, including all sub-items on today's 2 p.m. consent agenda.
I will second that.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Let the record reflect motion passed unanimously. Then Mr. Kearns.
Mr. Chair, move to approve by-leave item number 3 on today's agenda.
I will second that.
Got a motion and a second to approve by leave item number 3. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Let the record reflect the motion passed unanimously. Now, that completes all the business to formally come before the board. And this will come as a surprise. Mr. Jerry Gimmel has arranged for another item. So, Mr. Gimmel.
I would like to turn this over to Ms. Dalton for an issue that has come up about deferring taxes.
FICA taxes.
And I
Can
think
we exit screen share so we can see you guys? There we are.
Yep.
Thank you.
and I think that Tim was going to try and join in, wasn't he, from HR?
I'm here.
Oh, there
Hello,
you are.
Timothy.
Good to hear you.
Good to hear you.
So some of you may have heard that the president issued a proclamation for the potential deferral of FICA taxes. So we're going to go through what we do know, what we think we know, and what we don't know, and what everybody's guessing on, kind of in that order. I will start out by saying that Randy and I met with Tim and Randy, and we all agree that we recommend that Spokane County not do the deferral. So here's what we do know. That it is the FICA taxes, it is the employee portion, and it is 6.2%. It would be deferred from September 1 through December 31st, and the repayment would occur by withholding that same amount from employees' pay from January 1, and it would have to be paid to the IRS by the end of April of 2021. It is limited to only folks who earn less than $4,000 in a biweekly pay period, and it is pay period by pay period. So a person could be deferred in one pay period, and then in the next pay period earn too much and would have to actually have the FICA withheld during that pay period. So we would have a lot of going back and forth. So we, almost everybody believes that this is not mandatory, but it is discretionary. So the advice that we're getting from the accounting firms, everything that I'm seeing in listservs and reports are that this is not mandatory for the employer to participate in this deferral. There's a lot of lack, I guess is a term I would use, for the guidelines that were issued by the IRS on Friday night. There's a lot of information, a lot of rules that just aren't there. And at this point in time, most of the software is going to be incapable of handling this deferral. So for us, the first paycheck that could possibly include the deferral would be September 15th. And considering that we have to start the calculation by September 7th, we need a decision pretty quickly. So the other big hole is that if you don't withhold from the employee and they leave prior to January 1, who pays for the deferred taxes? At this point, it looks like the employer will be on the hook with deferred taxes.
The guidance that came out on Friday says it's the employer is responsible for collecting it. They can arrange for payment from the employee as they leave, such as from the last paycheck, but that may be not enough to pay it all. So the employer will be on the hook for it under the current guidance issued by the Treasury.
So that was the part about the other arrangements. Yep. So there has been some speculation, including from the White House, that Congress will waive the deferral and essentially create it as a holiday, which that did occur back in the Obama era of
11 and 12.
11 and 12. I think most all the rest of us think that's just a little bit more of a gamble than we would want to take. So with all that, we're recommending that Spokane County not participate in the deferral. And if, Tim, you want to mention anything about your Randy's conversations with other counties?
It's been a mixed bag. Randy, are you on by chance?
Yes, I am.
Did you want to talk about the other counties that you contacted?
Well, other counties that I talked with are pretty much saying the same thing that you've heard from Vicki and Randy. The funny part was they checked with some of the smaller counties, and they're waiting for the larger counties to make a decision on which way they're going to go, and then they're just going to follow. There's too much of unknown, not enough benefits, and it creates a liability for the county that right now I don't believe that we need at this time.
So considering that this would be roughly 6% over a 4-month period, that's about 1/3 of the year. And that is going to be roughly equivalent to about a 2% COLA. So that's, in fact, if we did this deferral and the employer ends up on the hook for it, that's your opportunity cost.
So even if we did go forward, just so it's clear that some of our employees would get this deferred, but they would have to pay for it in
21.
fiscal year 21.
Yes.
So you can think of it simply as a cash flow. And I did not come up with this. Some other brilliant person came up with this analogy. It's essentially what the Spokane County Treasurer is doing. He's deferring the tax. He's not forgiving the tax. At some point, it's going to come due. All it is cash flow. And just speaking from a manager's perspective, providing employees with a certain paycheck level for 4 months, and then at the end of 4 months, it's not, they don't go back down to their previous level, they go further down.
Because they got to recapture.
Right.
Yeah.
So
And then your phone starts to ring.
Damage.
And it's at the worst time of the year, right after Christmas and everything, and so we don't feel it's a good idea to participate.
So what do you need from us? Do you need a resolution to say we're not going to participate? Or do we just need to give you direction that we don't want to participate?
Probably just direction. It would take a resolution to tell us to do it.
Okay. Mary, Josh, your thoughts?
This is the first I've heard of this. I didn't know there was an executive order that did this, so this is all brand new to me.
It's a presidential memorandum from August 8th is when this came out.
Okay. Yeah, I hadn't heard it happened.
Okay.
So.
Mary?
So I'm in favor of not doing it. I mean, I don't think that we really benefit all that much. I mean, if you're just deferring FICA, it's not that much. And again, it is just a cash flow, and we're not having cash flow. It's to try to help small businesses. I think more is kind of that theory of people that are having cash flow issues. But so I don't. If it's not mandatory, I wouldn't be in favor of doing it, because again, it is just a deferral and we've got to pay the taxes eventually. So why would we want to worry about it?
Yeah, I'm also against it. I think we're setting up our employees for some bad outcomes and stuff, and I just as soon not go down that road.
Okay. And yeah, trying to calculate this every pay period would be an absolute flipping nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know that they've actually settled what's included in the pay even.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have some ideas, but I'm not sure that it's absolutely set in stone yet.
It's all taxable pay. So overtime and everything.
Wow.
So that's where some employees may not be at sometimes, but because of overtime, they may not qualify for the deferral the next paycheck, and they could be flipping back and forth.
So when they pick up their phone, they go, what is going on with my paycheck?
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess, Vicki, just let me, so if we did the deferral at the end, then we'd still have to get the money back from them, or otherwise we're liable for it.
That is
That's
correct.
correct.
Which I just, again, I don't think that's, good. Would be very, very good to do. So I agree with the two of you.
Okay.
On that note, then we'll just go back and do payroll like normal.
Okay.
Thank you.
Very
Thanks.
good.
Thank you.
All right. So anything else, Mr. Kevin?
No, that's it. Thank you for your time and patience.
No, seriously, is there anything else?
No, seriously, nothing.
Okay.
I hate to rain on the parade.
Oh,
We did say that today we would talk about the GSI letter.
Oh, the letter, yes.
oh.
And
Did the two of you have a chance to read the letter?
I did.
Okay, what-
I gave comments.
Okay, so you gave comments, Mary?
Yes.
Okay, Josh?
I didn't receive it. Weren't you going to send it last night, Jared?
You sent it to us yesterday.
I sent it right after that, so it would have been around 4 o'clock or so. And then,
Yeah, no, the only thing I got from you last night, because I was waiting for it to come, was the one that said the no charges filed. And the officer involved. I received no email from you with
okay,
that.
well, I just sent an email maybe 4 minutes ago that had a bunch more things that they're asking for review and approval on. So what I sent you
Okay.
yesterday was the approval letter that they were sending to people. At 1:59, Cindy Wendell sent me an email asking if we could get approval on the denial letter, the letter that's going to go to the nonprofits, the letter that's going to go to people that have a conditional approval. Now the conditional approval and the denial, I don't think it's a real big deal for you to review because they're essentially the same things. But I don't think anybody knew that we were going to send letters specifically to the nonprofits. And just so you know, Ms. O'Quinn has asked to be signing on the nonprofit ones.
No.
So
What was that you said?
Shelley O'Quinn would like to sign the letter either approving or denying the Open Together grants to the nonprofits. alongside Alicia and Commissioner French.
Okay. And Ron just forwarded me the email. Oh, so did Karen. Yeah, no, I was not on the recipient list for
And
this
somehow,
yesterday.
yeah, Jared, you've got Jim Kaufman instead of Josh as who it.
You know why that happens is because I put JK, and now I've got Jim Kaufman that I'm sending emails to all the time.
Well, I'll just ask Jim. Jim, did you have any corrections to the letter?
I haven't seen it yet. You said it was sent at 1:59? I was here by then.
Obviously, one of you is going to have to change your last name.
Exactly. So yes, Jim, you got it yesterday about 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock?
Okay.
Yes. It was sent to, he addressed it to Josh and I, but you got it instead of Josh.
Okay, I'm not doubting you, Commissioner. I just don't remember seeing it. So
It's all right.
I'm sure I got it.
But you have it now, Josh.
Yeah, I'm looking at it really quick
You have
here.
all 5 of them.
Yeah.
So Mary, your thoughts about adding Shelley to the letter?
So I would say no. I mean, so why would she want to be on the nonprofit? You know, it's like, it was a contract between us and GSI. So I do believe that it's a GSI, you know, Spokane County. And that she didn't ask to be on the business one, you know, which I would have said, no. I mean, again, our contract was with GSI and that's who we, you know, work through. So I feel that it's appropriate that it's GSI in Spokane County.
Josh, your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I agree. And yeah, what I see here, I mean, the general layout of this letter is fine. So I mean, if Mary, you said you had some small tweaks.
Yeah, I just had one at the end where, sorry, Josh.
No, go ahead.
I just had one at the end where we talk about, you know, deposits, and then it says, you know, before you negotiate the check, it's like, how about just say deposit the check, because no one's gonna know what negotiate really means.
Mm-hmm.
Say deposit up above, so.
And that change was made.
So I didn't see all the other ones, I just saw the one letter though.
Yeah, I've only seen the one letter too, so now I'm seeing the others.
Yeah, the email that with the 5 came at 2:10. I just sent it.
Oh, today?
Yeah.
Okay. So-
Yeah, because I just got it. I just got it from Cindy at 1:59.
Okay.
I asked for her to get it to me before 2 o'clock, and sure enough, she did.
Okay. So when we're off this, then I'll take a look at those others, but I mean, not a big a deal.
Okay.
To me, it's all premised off the main one.
They're all premised off the main one. Yeah, there's no substantial differences in the approvals, the denials, and then the conditional approval.
Okay.
So I agree with Mary and Josh. This is a letter from the county and GSI. We were the grantors, third-party contractors to GSI. I don't think it's appropriate to have it on this letter and stuff. So let's just limit it to Alicia and myself. I'm fine with that. So we need a resolution to approve the drafting and signing of these letters.
I think to be safe, yeah, especially
Okay.
since you've.
So it's in your court, Josh.
It's just your signature up.
Yeah, because it's going out on behalf of the county.
Yeah.
Mr. Chair, move to approve the drafting and signing of the letters presented by Jared Webley that will go out to the grant recipients, the decline letters, as well as the conditional approval letters to the applicants for the small business grant program administered through Greater Spokane Incorporated and the county, to be signed by Commissioner French and Alicia Benson.
I'll second that.
Okay, I've got a motion and a second. Any more discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Let the record reflect, motion passed unanimously.
I have miscellaneous.
Oh, All right.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Jared.
Were you two colluding together?
Boy, Jerry.
Okay, go ahead, Mary.
So back to the Learning Center and the Central Valley land swap. So we're about to sign the agreement. Ben Small really wanted to get the land swap done before we sign the agreement because he just wants to ensure that it's done and taken care of. The problem is it's got to go through our planning commission, which that date is set for October 16th, and then it needs to go to the elected steering committee.
Yeah, steering committee of elected officials. Yep. I think last time I talked to John, he was going to try and schedule a meeting in October for that.
Yes.
Okay.
So I just talked to him today that yes, he'll try to get it scheduled for after the 16th of October because we can do it anytime after that. So we can get that done. Because we need to have own the land to get the $500,000 from the state for the capital purchase. Since we need to own the land. So it is imperative that we get that done. And I don't blame, Central Valley for wanting to ensure that it's all taken care of and, as they give us the land for $1. Just letting you know that that's on the radar to get that taken care of when John puts out the email to try to set up the meeting.
Okay. Very good.
John was very pleasantly surprised that was their first virtual planning commission meeting. And with all the things that could have went haywire, he said it just went as smooth as it could possibly be.
Well, and that's what I was confused because I thought it was supposed to be in the September planning commission and then now it's on the October. So that's why I keep trying to push because it keeps getting delayed and I can't have it continue to get delayed. So, and since it, meets, it's in the, the swap is allowed in the settlement agreement at section 10.2. Not that I know exactly which section that is.
It's one right after 10.1.
It's the one that you hear all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
So anyway, so I just want to make sure you guys have that on your radar and why we're kind of wanting to get that taken care of and done.
Very good. Okay. Thank you, Mary. Anything else, Josh?
I'm rooting for you, Josh.
I got nothing. We dealt with my miscellaneous yesterday, so we're good.
Okay.
There's a three J case, Joey Kurtz.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have a county email address though.
Yeah, not yet.
All right. So that completes all the business coming before the board. It is now 2:24 and.
Oh, wait.
Sorry. So yesterday you may have seen that the treasurer released a statement that they're providing a loan of $3 million for PPE for school districts. I talked to Michael Dunn, and what that was is back in June, the school districts were doing a co-op purchase through Clark County's ESD 112.
This is what I was telling you about.
And they needed, so they were basically, the ESD down there was fronting the cash. They didn't have enough. Through the treasurer's office in Clark County, they did a loan of like $8 million. And they still needed additional funds. And so that's through an interlocal, did the additional $3 million with Spokane County, but it's 4 districts across the state that went into that pool system, of which I believe Central Valley and School District 81 did not. So I'm trying to talk to Mike Dunn to figure out who actually purchased through it, who didn't, all those things. So I'll have more information for you, but just know that it's not $3 million in Spokane County. That was just to help for the entire purchase for the state, for the schools that were doing that.
So it wasn't really new news. It was old news that we're just getting caught up on. Okay. Thank you.
We are.
Yeah.
Mary, have any of the other local districts sent an ask for CARES money to you since yesterday?
I got one that didn't have an amount yet, so I'm going to have a 1 o'clock call tomorrow with the superintendents. And
okay, great.
asking and letting everyone know that I need to know by Friday
Perfect, perfect.
that, and then that, we will also work with them on PPE, so that's, knowing what they have and don't have and what their needs are and all of that we're happy to help so we can keep everybody safe.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
But I think yesterday's press release was confusing. I was confused. That's why I called Michael Dunn to figure out what the heck was going on.
Mhm.
So I just wanted to give that clarity to you as well. So.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay. Could you mute her? No, I'm just kidding. So, anything else, Josh? Anything else, Jerry?
No.
Jim, John, Gina? Okay, so it is now 2:27, and we've completed all the business coming before the board, and we are adjourned. Enjoy your day. Take care.
Yeah, I heard that on the news this morning.